Hello everybody, this is the Bowtie Boss, your authority for all things combat sports. That's boxing, MMA, and Muay Thai, here for Fight Combat Sports Network. This Saturday, January 25th, boxing's Cold War is back at it again with HBO going head up against Showtime Boxing. In the Showtime Boxing event, we have IBF champion Lamont Peterson taking on Verges from Canada. Lamont Peterson's coming off of a knockout loss, a horrendous knockout loss to Lucas Matthysse. Sometimes it's odd to me how he even still has a title. I mean, Matthysse wasn't fighting for the IBF title, and even if Matthysse would have lost that fight, it wasn't going to be for his WBC title anyway. But all of that old stuff aside, I seriously see Lamont Peterson pulling this fight out by a hard-fought 12-round unanimous decision in typical Lamont Peterson style. He's going to make it an ugly fight. He's going to be landing shots with his head. He's going to be pushing around. And I just don't think Verges has the power to actually put enough pain on Lamont Peterson to be able to dissuade him from fighting that kind of dog, rough, ugly kind of fight. So again, I have Lamont Peterson by unanimous 12-round decision over Verges. In the co-main event, we have Charlo, who I think is probably the better of the two Charlo brothers, fighting a hard-luck guy in Gabe Rosado. Now, Gabe Rosado always says, hey, I don't get another chance. You guys are taking these titles away from me when he fought Peter Quillin and he had that gash. But at any time, a fighter has to realize, I have to really jump up and do more to win these fights. And for Gabe Rosado, the more is fighting harder earlier. He gives away too many early rounds with his peekaboo style and his hands up, trying to push the other guy backward and get him tired. When he does that against Charlo, he's going to get jabbed a lot, and I hope that he really starts earlier. I mean, he's 0-2 and won no contest in his last 3 fights. And for Gabe Rosado, this is his last chance. I see a hard-fought fight. I'm having a tough time picking a winner, and I see some kind of draw happening by a very strange circumstance. Call it one guy wins the fight handily and still ends up with a draw or a technical draw or something. I just don't see a winner walking away from this bout, and Charlo will move on from this. Gabe Rosado at this level is probably not going to be around too much longer. Then across the northern seaboard, out of Madison Square Garden, we have Mikey Garcia going up against Juan Carlos Burgos. Now, Mikey Garcia is riding high. I mean, he's boxing's newest young Mexican fighter that's getting a lot of publicity. I mean, he's beaten Orlando Salido. He destroyed Wilma Lopez. He just took the title off Rocky Martinez, who coincidentally fought to a draw with Juan Carlos Burgos. And that's a fight that Rocky Martinez had no business even getting on the scorecards, let alone getting a draw in. Now, this is a pretty tough fight. I think Mikey Garcia is going to have to fight off of his back foot a lot. He's going to have to fire that jab a ton, and I think he's going to eke out a close, unanimous, or split decision. Call it a 115-113 kind of fight. But Mikey Garcia's sharper punching versus Burgos's forward pressure and constant mental attack is really going to be the key. So watch it. Mikey Garcia is going to land a lot of uppercuts, but Burgos is going to be there through every round, maybe with a broken nose, a lot of blood, but 115-113 or 114-113 kind of split decision win for Mikey Garcia. In the co-main event for this one, which almost didn't even happen, is Jennings versus Artur Szpilka. Now, Szpilka had visa problems. He just got here from Poland maybe Saturday night before the fight, and he's made the order for Jennings. Jennings, I mean, let's be honest, he's not going to win world heavyweight title unless heavyweights get smaller. He's just a too light version of a heavyweight. He might have been perfectly fine in the early 90s. Today he's not. However, Artur Szpilka isn't a massive heavyweight either, and he's kind of made to order for Jennings. I see a pretty easy 12-round unanimous decision, call it 117-110, something of that nature, and Jennings will continue on, and he's going to end up fighting probably for a title in the next 2 years and getting destroyed by a Klitschko or Bermane Stavern if he's around there, or a Chris Arreola kind of guy. Again, this is the Bowtie Boss for Fight Combat Sports Network.